Another great one that had some nice moves here. We followed this one as well quite a bit. And with that being said, I want to talk about a little bit what we've seen here over the last few days here. March 8th is going to be the first time that we've covered a stock, so keep that in mind. So if you're watching this right now, be like, oh, I bought way up here. Now it's way down here. Well, we start covering the stock down here in the 0050 area. Either way, you would have been up multi 100% since we first started watching this one. So please keep that in mind. I said watch this might keep going, in my opinion. Not much resistance after 0054 and 0150. All right, so we started watching this one back then. This is why you should be part of investorshangout.com/live. That's where we cover these live, and this is exactly where I'm covering this one now. Currently at 0201 right now. The last time that I took a look at this one is going to be right here. And what I said, watch, large gap has filled. This is going to be this gap right here. I said small gap at 0163, 0180. That is down here. That's the gap that I was talking about down here. I did warn you about it. I did tell you about it in our last video. Support at 0260, 0187, 0118. Resistance at 0370, 0550. If volume does not pick up, could tap the 10-day simple moving average. Can move up. Current price per share. Chart reset. Okay, so the chart started to reset there, and that volume just didn't pick up. You guys came down to that 10-day simple moving average, just like I talked to you about up here on the previous video that I did. Now you guys are coming down here right now, hitting at that 02. That 02 is going to be a big support line that you can put into back in here in 2013 and 2015. More importantly, it seemed to stabilize right around that 02 area for quite some time. So with that being said, what we're going to be watching for right now is that this volume is not picking up, okay? It's the truth. It's just not picking up right now. It could continue to trend down to fill that small gap that I warned you about at 0163, 0180. And if that line breaks at 0161, it could fall down to the 20-day simple moving average. Now, because of the fact that you broke that 10-day simple moving average, the chances of coming down and filling that gap now are probably about 80% in my personal opinion. Okay? Especially too, if you break that, it's going down there to fill that gap no matter what. So keep that in mind as well. Now, I don't mean to be all doom and gloom, but again, we called this over here before the big move. And I called it up here at the top as well. If you look back in our previous videos, I talked about it back here, that it's going to fill that gap on the 3rd. I talked about right here, might pull back 4-4, and you guys got that as well. Now, the benefits of doing these charts all the time is that you try to get this down both ways. You try to say, okay, yeah, it's getting set up, and it's getting set to go back down. Like I said, I would watch for that gap to fill. I would put this one on hold for now because that volume has really weakened. We'll see if Joe has anything to add to this.
Let's see. There's an 8K on April 3rd. Just pull it up really quick. All right, so entry of material definitive agreement. So in our report on Form 8K filed on March 10th, 2017, we reported that it had entered into an agreement with Maple Resource Corporation, a related party, to acquire all of Maple rights, title, and interest, and plans to build a 50,000 barrels per day capacity crude oil refinery in Pecos County, Texas. We also reported that pursuant to the refinery transaction, the company had issued to Maple a first tranche of 1,500,000,000 shares of common stock to be issued on March 4th, 2017, and that a second tranche of 5,500,000,000 shares, subject to adjustment, were issued once the company's articles of incorporation were amended to increase the number of authorized shares of common stock. So that was that. In connection with the amendment to the company's articles of incorporation, Maple has agreed to waive its right to receive the tranche of 5,500,000,000 shares of common stock. So that's a good thing. So they waived their right to receive that. That's a lot of shares right there that could have went off. All right, so amendment to articles of incorporation of bylaws changed in fiscal year. Our board of directors and the holders of a majority of the outstanding shares of the company's common stock have reported an amendment to the articles of incorporation to provide for an increase in authorized shares of common stock from 3 billion to 5 billion common shares. In addition, the articles of incorporation have amended to provide two classes of common shares: Class A having 1 vote per share, Class B having 10 votes per share. All outstanding shares of common stock will be reclassified to as Class A shares, except that all of shares issued to Maple in connection with the refinery transaction will be Class B shares. Other than the provisions of voting, the two class shares have equal terms and conditions. Further, in view of the number of amendments in the company's history and articles of incorporation. All right, so that's that. So let's see. There's a lot of different things going on here. It's pretty much it. But that's the 8K. That's the latest thing from these guys. So if you want to go, continue reading it, there's more things obviously like within the share structure and everything else in this thing. But you can go right over to the MMEX board and go right over to the filings. You'll see it there for the April 3rd. And if you want to look back at the recent news and everything else, it's right there at your fingertips. If you have an opinion on the company, just feel free to share it to tens of thousands of like-minded investors that we've used on the site daily. I post them right over there on the MMEX Resources Corp board on Investors Hangout.
All right, again, 0201 volume has slowed and could be filling the gap at 0163, 0180, support at 020161 and 0131, resistance at 0212 and 0288. Like I said, it came down there, and I told you that it could tap it, but I can't believe it even went down there and tapped at 30 at 088 or 0088. But either way, this is where it ended up closing. That's what matters. Again, I would just keep an eye on this one moving forward. MMEX, if you follow this one, I definitely encourage you to head over to investorshangout.com/live and let us know about the hot stocks that you're following. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And if you feel that this video helped you, get out there and share this video with all other investors on different social networks and different stock message boards and get the knowledge out there so we can continue to follow this. Remember, the more you share it, the more it's requested. The more that it's requested is the more we cover it.